So I'll bet your company has a lot of people. Ugh! But not only are people annoying, they also consume a lot of bandwidth. Let's talk about that. One thing people tend to forget, in the small medium business world especially, is that usually an organization at a fixed location has one internet pipe. That's one pipe to handle all internet traffic going up and coming down. How do we do that? First of all, it's important to understand how data trafficking works. When we need to send from point A to point B, we don't just send a file or a video or whatever. We break it down into discrete packets. It is clumps of information. So a 1 megabyte file, that's 1 million bytes of information, will actually be broken down into possibly thousands, probably thousands of smaller packets of information. And then they're reassembled at the destination point. It's important to understand that. But here's the thing, that one internet connection is handling all traffic for all employees. And not all traffic and not all data is created equally. First of all, a website. When you download a website, does it matter how fast? Yeah, we want it to be faster, but does it actually hurt the experience horribly if it's a little slower? No. Same thing, I want to download a PDF file or download a file. Same question, no. If it's a little slow, not the end of the world. Now, let's watch a video. Okay, if we watch a video, what if we lose packets? You know how it gets little block pieces or something along those lines? It doesn't take away from the entire experience. You can still do it. And when we're listening to audio, sometimes the audio gets interrupted, like music or the like, but it continues to go. Remote desktops, or remote operations. Again, it can get staggered where we lose connection momentarily, but we're still able to do our work as long as it's kept to a minimum. Now, let's talk VoIP, voice over IP. That becomes a problem because communication is real time. If I say something to you, you need to hear it pretty much as I'm saying it and return back. So we can't afford delays and we can't afford lost packets because then the speech becomes garbled. And a garbled video, usually that's okay, but garbled audio, totally opposite end of the spectrum. You can't deal with that. And then finally, Zoom meetings, team meetings, where we combine voice and audio. Again, the same thing. We're willing to put up with the video problems, but the audio problems, that's a game changer. So how do we deal with this in our network structure? And the answer is prioritization. We put devices in place at the firewall and the router side for the internet connection, and then on the switches side for internal to the organization. And we make sure that those devices know to give priority to the audio, the VoIP, and those conferencing packets. So we can identify what the source and what the type of data is and make sure those get the highest priority. Now, if you have a slow network, this isn't going to help. But if you have a congested network, this will absolutely help. So if you have problems where your VoIP isn't working or your video isn't working or the like consistently, and especially at busy times during the day, talk to your IT provider or talk to us and make sure that your network is appropriately configured. How do you make sure your internet traffic is working properly? Because, I mean, you got to watch the old episodes of Space 1999, right? Commander Koenig rules. Tell me about it in the comments below.